What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Want to give you my recap for the NBA Finals. I told y'all Warriors in five. They ended up being Warriors in six. Why did they end up being Warriors in six? Because they blew game one where they let them come back in the fourth quarter. When I looked at this series, what made it really easy for me, and I keep it real, Boston had more scorers, as I told y'all. Physical defense switches out a lot, got a lot of guys that can defend multiple positions. They that's the kind of stuff that gives Warriors problems. Plus their physicality, their length, their size advantage inside. But so on paper, you looked at this series, you picked Boston. So the haters now are acting like this is supposed to be some easy series for the Warriors when you forget coming into the series, Boston. Boston was a team that everybody was like, Boston was the squad. A lot of people picked Boston. Most of the basketball pundits picked Boston. Jason Tatum was supposed to be the superstar. Um, Most people picked Boston. I picked Golden State because one of the things that made it really evident for me, even though I was leaning towards picking Boston, was when I looked at them in that Miami series. And I looked at them versus Miami talent for talent. And the fact that Miami came within a shot or two of winning that series in a game seven. They should have never won 7 games. So I'm looking at it from the perspective of the Warriors are not going to make the mistakes Miami made. The Warriors are more talented. The Warriors have better shot makers. And Boston just has bad decision making. When you look at the way Boston plays the last few years, they always had other point guards. Marcus Smart was not supposed to be the starting point guard. He wasn't. And I don't want to put this loss as a fee because it was a team effort, but they always had Kyrie Irving, from Isaiah Thomas to Kyrie Irving to Kyrie Irving, Terry Rozier. Then you ain't got Kemba. You had other guys. When I look at Boston now, you're relying on Marcus Smart. This is why the decision making has gone down. The defense has gone up, but decision making has gone down. So you're constantly putting the ball in the hands of Tatum and Brown. And it's like, okay, your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. There's no real flow to the offense. And because you look at a guy like LeBron, like Luca, who are great distributors of the ball, you think they're supposed to be able to do the same thing. No, don't work that way. Some guys are natural at it, some guys aren't. They're better at finishing. Let them be scorers, let them be finishers. That's what they do. Let them do that. And the Warriors, the way they're lined up, I told you ahead of time, that's what makes this championship so impressive for me, is the fact that I think they got it a year ahead of schedule. I said at the beginning of the series, check my last video, I said I think the Golden State Warriors are a year ahead of schedule. Why? Jordan Poole. Next year will be a year better. Wiggins. But then you got Kaminga, you got Moody, and you still James Wiseman come out in this year's draft, he's number one pick. James Wiseman would have been the number one pick in this year's coming draft, and the Warriors are getting him a year better, a year healthier. You get Clay back next year, a year healthier. Warriors are mine. The dynasty continues, man. The dynasty, they won a championship ahead of schedule. Why? Because there's no super teams. At least no super teams that actually are working. So in that absence, you have this power vacuum, and the Warriors able to get another championship. Milwaukee was able to get themselves a championship in the absence of super teams. Now let's see what happens this year in the off season. I got a feeling there's going to be something crazy. It's going to be crazy grouping up. because the last 2 years I haven't been with super teams, I got a feeling there's going to be some kind of nonsense that happens because of it. Let's wait and see. It's me, your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.